Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I am here today to do a January 2019 budget recap. So I have my budget planner here. It is pretty cram-packed because I like to put our like upcoming bills outside of our monthly bills, of course, and our tax documents and stuff back here just for like organizational purposes. So it's pretty much bursting at the seams. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and flip to January and we are going to reflect on the month of January. I have reconciled the budget, so that should give us a pretty good idea of what all we have going on. So let me zoom in a little bit and let's go ahead and start from the top. So I was expecting to bring in $8,540. I actually did, $8,786.87. But it's, let's see. Okay, we'll just throw it right there. So that's how much I brought in for the month of January, which was exciting. And I will have an online income report for January coming really soon. So moving on to my husband, he actually brought in more than budgeted as well, which is awesome because as we all know, we do save his income. So that's just more that we were able to save. So for the total, I'm just going to go ahead and put $8,786.87. That's ugly. I'm just going to leave it. Okay, moving on to rent and water. So rent and water was as budgeted. Hold on. This is a little trick that you can use in your planners if you need to be able to write, you know, like this, because that's not going to work. Rent was as budgeted at $570. Actually, yeah, we're not going to change colored pens and whatnot today. Cable internet was as budgeted at $128.34. Electricity, we budgeted $100. It came in under at $95.93. Cell phones were over just a little bit. I don't know where the extra fee came in, but it was $86.50 for our cell phones. For my allowance, I spent $45.73 on frivolous spending. Frivolous being like stickers and that kind of thing. So I was under. My husband spent $110.58. For beauty, I got my nails filled in twice, my hair done once, which is like an every other month type of situation, and my husband got a haircut. So we spent under at $151.13. For donation / gifts, we are over here at $365.98. We're way over because I actually went ahead and in January I bought my friend's birthday gift, and her birthday's in February. So I went ahead and bought her gift early, which pretty much took us way over. So I had one birthday in January already, for which I spent about $170. That's so funny. I was just talking about that friend, for which I spent. Now I have to rush through this because she wants to call. I know, because she's asking if I'm at work. So I'm going to try not to rush through this though, because that would be not a good look. But I feel like that's what's going to happen. So I had one birthday in January for which I spent about $175. And then I have one in February for which I went ahead and purchased a $150 gift in January. So that's why we're so far over in donations and gifts. Also, for toiletries, interestingly enough, we're still under at $727. We haven't bought really much of anything this month, which is cool. And that's pretty much because we were stocked up on like paper towels and toilet paper and soap and that kind of thing. So probably in February, we'll like restock up again. And then in March, it'll probably be something like this or something, you know, it'll probably be way under budget. For travel, so for my Atlanta trip, my Houston trip, and our New York trip, we actually spent $891.13, which I thought was pretty good. For miscellaneous, so basically subscriptions and such that we did not cancel, and like other random stuff like my car needing a small repair and that kind of thing, we spent $133.33. By the way, I just want to mention, you don't see business expenses in here anywhere, and that's because I kind of pay myself from the business. So I do have a lot of business expenses, actually. They just don't come over to this side of the budget, or they don't, the money stays in the business account and I use it for business expenses, and the business expense money does not cross over to our main checking account, if that makes any sense. So for which case, you won't see any business expenses. But I also want to notate, we did have a large car repair at $600 and something, and that came out of savings. For personal trainer, I am under there because we just could not, it just was not working out in January because he was canceling, I was canceling, it was a hot mess. So under at $90. Gym, I'm over because my husband actually signed up for the gym, so that's why we're over. So his fee will be the same fee as mine, the gym fee. For the dentist, so our copay thing came from this line item, but again, we had a large dental bill, and that came, well, it's not large, we had a larger dental expense that was kind of random, and we pulled that from savings so as to not throw off our budget. And so this was $77, but that other expense I think was like close to, like altogether, like close to $300 or something like that. For gas, we are under at $108.73. For life insurance, we are perfectly on budget at $42.19. For food, we are over at $703.62, which is a whole lot. Keep in mind though, even though it's still a lot, if you're new to this channel, this is for groceries, restaurants, and dates, essentially. So that was that. For my student loan, we paid $356.75, which is the minimum payment. And for my husband's student loan, we paid $304.69. And for the snowball, which today is February the 1st, the time is 3 o'clock because I'm about to head to go to my appointment. And I have a live schedule for 8 p.m. tonight where we are going to make that large debt payment for the first time, or make such a large student loan payment for the first time. So if this actually goes up before 8, make sure to tune in later so that you can be around and we can all, you know, make this payment. But we're going to do that today, but we have the money and we were able, you know, we were able to put it aside. So I'm going to put that as done. And then for rollover, the rollover was weird, but it was actually over, and the rollover was actually the money that we rolled over into February in our main checking account is $1,320.44. So that is pretty much the spending that we did. I don't, every dollar kind of confuses me. So I'm trying to see what we spent, but I think I can't see. Wait, let me see. Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong month. Let me go to January and see if this will tell me what we spent. It says that we spent $7,504, but oh, okay, that might be accurate. I think I'm learning that I don't love, okay, I like the app, but I don't like super love it because it kind of confuses me, like with all, like, because you have to track the sinking funds. If you do that, you know, you don't have to track it, but the emergency fund, that's confusing, although it's less confusing now. I've noticed that with the new update, and it's just kind of confusing for me. So I don't really love like relying on it for some things. But anyway, this is how the month of January went. I'm trying to think of any other large expenses outside of the dentist thing, the car thing, and the business expenses. I don't think we had any other like additional spending that's worth notating. All bills were paid on time, and this ended up being $60. $90, right? Yeah. $90. Guess I didn't check any of the bills, but they were all paid, and all of that good stuff. So this is how January treated us. I think that we had a good month, and I'm excited about the month. I'm happy about the month. I'm happy about February. I'm feeling good about February. I hope that it turns out nicely as well. And I just wanted to come on here and show you guys how January treated us. So this is the budget. I never wrote down the goals. We have goals. I think after I film, I just kind of forget to come back and put it in, because really I'm supposed to put in the new month's goals at the very end of the previous month, just so I can have an accurate depiction of the goals that I would like to meet. But I do have goals for each month. I just sometimes forget to put them in here. But this is how January treated us. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.